Okay, so in this video I want to talk about the problem with police, racist police problem in the United States, and all these kind of things. So obviously that happened, and the newest case of the guy that was drawn out to his car and shot, and the other one was with the military, and so on and so on. So many every time when you talk about people with dark people with dark skin, every time the police use extreme violence, and it's not a mistake. It's not that they a mistake take the gun instead of the taser. It's not a mistake. You cannot do that kind of mistake if you are a police officer. If you are a police, it's almost like a fireman come to a fire crew come to a house to save them. Instead of water with them, they have gasoline. You don't do that kind of mistake if you have this kind of work. It's impossible to do this kind of mistake every time. You don't gonna go to a car loaded with bullets, like with your pistol, and the person say to you, "What is the problem, officer? What is the problem, officer? What is the problem, officer?" And you don't answer this kind of question. Is insane. And this problem is not just in the United States. Obviously, this is most focusing on this right now. This problem is in Brazil, in South America, in Israel, in Europe. It is a big problem with police, extremely big problem with racist police. The system is a problem, and I don't know how we can still ignore this. We have many people before, long time before George Floyd was killed of the police in the United States, and many people was killed in Brazil long before George Floyd. But now we talk about it, but it's still happening every day in the world, because you have a different skin color. And yeah, that is it. Just because you have a different skin color, the police can do whatever they want to you, because they almost always get away with it. And this is a problem. It's an extreme problem. And I say it again, it's not just the United States. UK, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, Israel, all these countries that have power use this kind of power against people that look different from them. For example, in Australia, the Aborigines; in South America, the indigenous people, and people with color. People with color. And this video is not going to be not very detailed, because it's not so much more to say. That is a big racist problem, and you with power have to fix it. It's just to fix it, because it's no excuse. It's no excuse to shoot somebody just because they don't want to leave their card. It's no excuse to say that was a wrong side and you try to take the taser and you use the gun. It's not any excuse, because if you are a police, you every day you go to your job, you train, you don't gonna take that mistake. If you're even capable to take that mistake, you should not even be a police. It's insane. It's insane. It's almost like you work in a hospital and you take the wrong thing when you're gonna do an operation, or you don't wash your hand and you stop your dirty hand in somebody's stomach. It's insane. You don't do that kind of insane mistake. It's impossible. It's stupidity, and it's just ignorance and racism, and it's a lie. So if you had a stupid thing that you think that the police officer was a mistake. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I killed that person. Oh, I want to take my taser. Oh, sorry." No, it's not a mistake. It was obviously no, it's not any mistake. You cannot do this kind of mistake. It's impossible. A police cannot do a mistake with this kind of thing. It's a weapon. You don't have a weapon on you because you can do mistakes. It's insanity. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's impossible to do this kind of mistake. It's just, again, the same thing. It's just a racist, ignorant thing that every time when a person have a different skin color, they look different from you, you use extreme violence because you can get away with it. If that was a rich person, white rich boy or rich girl in that car, and you do exactly the same thing, you're gonna lose your job, you're gonna get sued like hundreds of millions. But if it's a person with dark skin, you get away with it. And this is the reason